What's up, everybody? Welcome to another segment of Read With Me. I am your host, Callie Michelle. This is a channel that focuses on reading together separately. So I will choose a book. We will read that book throughout the month. And on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I will share with you my thoughts, takeaways, and reflections from the assigned chapters that we read together. And our goal is to read 12 books by the end of the year. And so we are almost finished with our book for May, which I cannot believe it's already been 5 months. And so today we are going to be concluding our book for May, which has been Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. So last time I went over the first part of chapter 7, which was pages 215 to 230. And today, the conclusion of our May book, I will be going over pages 231 through 249. And so if you have not caught up to where we are reading, please feel free to go back to old episodes so that you can catch up to where we are now. Even if you missed some books, go back to any month that you missed and catch up. This is definitely at your own pace, and I'm just excited that you have decided to join our virtual book club. So without further ado, one thing I want to just say real quickly is I always say a disclaimer, which is I am in no way trying to teach this book or to present these concepts as my own. I am just simply sharing with you my thoughts, reflections, and takeaways from what we read together as a way to encourage you to read as well. So, conclusion of chapter 7. Which I also include the final thoughts, which was just a couple of pages. So normally I don't always include the final thoughts, but for this one I did because it was just a couple of pages. Chapter 7 was titled Wholehearted Parenting, Daring to Be the Adults We Want Our Children to Be. And as I shared in the last video, this chapter was really triggering for me. And it was talking about shame and childhood and the different messages that our parents or admired and influential adults maybe shared with us, shame messages when we were growing up. And so I really had to take some time to reflect and to understand what some of those messages were and how they affect me in my adulthood. And I didn't share, any personal stories, but I definitely did feel, like I said, triggered and just challenged to make sure, me as an adult, I am not inadvertently or subconsciously doing shame messages to others. So let's just dive into some of the takeaways that I had for this second part of chapter 7. Number 1, childhood experiences of shame change who we are, how we think about ourselves, and our sense of self-worth. And I was literally just talking about that. Number 2, fitting in is one of the greatest barriers to belonging. Number 3, belonging is being able to accept yourself for who you are. Fitting in is being accepted for being like everyone else. Let me say that first part again. Belonging is being accepted for you, and fitting in is being accepted for being like everyone else. Number 4, hope is a function of struggle. Number 5, sometimes the bravest and most important things you can do is just show up. I definitely believe that to be true, is that sometimes showing up counts so much more than anything else. Just to show up and show support can be priceless. So emphasizing number 3, which is belonging, being accepted for you, and fitting in, being accepted for being like everyone else. And so in the book, it gave some examples of belonging and fitting in. And when I was really reflecting on it, yes, there was examples about how important that is when we're in school, but wanting to belong and to fit in, you want to do that your entire life. Like, you want to be able to fit in with your neighbors, for example. You want to fit in with your friends. You want to fit in with your family. You want to fit in with different organizations you're a part of. You want to fit in at your job. I mean, most of our time is spent not with our family, it's with our job. So we want to be able to fit in and belong at our jobs, and so many of the different other examples that I just named. And so it is very important that we understand the distinction between the two. And belonging emphasizes acceptance of yourself, and fitting in is not being accepted because you're like everybody else. And we are all unique people. We're unique people because there is no one on the entire planet that is just like us. Our genetic makeup, our personality, our different attributes and characteristics, we are all one of one. And so what the author was emphasizing is that we should focus more on belonging, which is just being accepted for who we uniquely are, versus trying to fit in. So that's it. We have finished Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. And so I would love to hear your comments on how did you enjoy the book? Did it really challenge you? Did you learn something new? And would you recommend this book to someone else? I would love to hear those comments. Before I sign off, I of course want to remind you, please pick up June's book. We are reading for the book of June, The Garden Within by Dr. Anita Phillips. It is available wherever books are sold. Spend some time reading today, whatever amount of time you can allocate to reading. I want to encourage you to read a story that intrigues you or learn something that sharpens your mind. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I want to emphasize, as I already did, comment, because I would love to hear your thoughts and your takeaways from the book as a whole, or specifically this chapter. And then subscribe, please subscribe, invite a friend. I really want this virtual book club to grow. Thank you so very much for joining me today. And until next time, happy reading.